was, but I used to be the biggest hoe before I was like, get this purse off of me. I used to be the biggest hoe before I got married and had kids and everything. I would go to bars and hand out my number to guys right before I was about to leave and be like, hey, hit me up. I'll go to your house. You could go to mine. And I wouldn't even entertain the idea of remembering their name. Yeah, no, you guys get it, yeah. That was like a liberating thing for me because finally I was being able to take charge of that, because they never remembered my name anyway. But the thing about that is that there was this guy that I just kept trying to bait him. I kept giving my number to him, and he would never hit me up, and I was like, God damn it. And he was fine. He was so good looking. But then there was one day that he did hit me up, right when I was about to get off of work. And he was like, you want to fuck? And I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, I do. And they say never meet your heroes in life because they'll never live up to their expectation. Yeah, don't fuck them either, okay? Because he was my Moby Dick. And I really, really wanted him to wreck my ship, and that just spoiler alert, did not happen. But we went to his house, and his house was actually his parents' house, and that was the first red flag. Fun times. We had to go to his room because the living room is a shared space for the whole family, and I wasn't gonna fuck on his mom's ottoman. Can't leave any stains, it wasn't plastic wrapped or anything. But still, you had to be polite. The first thing he says is that he wants to go down on me. And that doesn't really happen very often when you're with guys. They're pretty self-centered. So I was like, fuck yeah, this is actually hell yeah, it's finally happening. And so he went to go set the mood. And he played Kelly Rowland's Motivation. I don't wanna feel my legs. I mean, seriously, it is a proper sex song. So no things against him because good song. And it was great for about 4 minutes because the song ended. And how are we gonna do this without Kelly? It's not like we're Beyonce or anything. So he got up and replayed Kelly Rowland's Motivation. I don't wanna feel my legs. That happened for the next 45 minutes. He just kept getting back up and replaying Kelly Rowland's Motivation, and I cannot hear that song anymore. It is so triggering, and I never came. I really wish his motivation was me coming, but it never happened. But I was not at some point able to feel my legs because my legs were in the air for so long, and all the blood had drained from them. So we got somewhere with that. So one box checked, so perfect. But because it was taking so long, he had to leave to go make sure that his mom's CPAP machine was still working. Because he lived with his parents. And when he got back, I'm assuming everything was fine. He asked me if I ever had my asshole eaten out. I'm not really quite sure what happened with his mom to ask me that. I said, yeah, all the time. Who the fuck says, yeah, all the time I've had my asshole eaten out? I had never had my asshole eaten out, actually, at that point. That was the first time anybody had asked me. But I was at that point, just praying that there was a magic button back there. It's not. But okay. Anyway, I did find out that after researching, because that was my first time getting my asshole eaten out. It's like I should look into this. It's not recommended to have your asshole eaten out from after eating that Mexican restaurant that whatever Nate was talking about. Don't do it after that. I hear they like you. Your bowels get removed. I don't know. It's only not even 25% Mexican. He was pretty tuckered out though at that point. So he was gonna go smoke a cigarette. And he asked me if I wanted to smoke with him, and I love smoking cigarettes, I really do. And I said no. I had said that I would be fine with staying back. And I think that put him off a little off guard. He immediately told me that, hey, in my side drawer I have a bunch of MDMA. Don't take any of it. I won't. You're fine. I'm good. Thank you so much. He was about to leave and he goes, oh, by the way, there's a bunch of money beside that MDMA in my side drawer. Don't take any of it. I'm like, dude, fuck you. Like, this is a hookup. It's not a felony. I'm not trying to fucking rob you. Like, get the fuck over it. Like, stop. He took too much MDMA, obviously. And then he goes, I'm not quite sure actually how much money is there, so if you took some, I probably wouldn't even notice. So, like, was he telling me that I could, like, steal from him and, like, maybe that was him trying to pay me for having sex? Like, if it was stolen, then he didn't really pay me and it was fine, but, like, maybe you want to take a little off the top, I wouldn't even know. I don't know. I should have taken some money. I didn't. I felt bad. He left and I hopped out the window and never saw him ever again. But I have learned that I need to stop talking about all my sex stories. I have so many sex stories. It's when you do it a lot, you get some pros and cons on all of those. But yeah, no, I have to stop telling them. They're funny. That's fine. But my family is really starting to get worried about me because Easter just happened and all the family was together. And the main topic of conversation was how I sent a set that I did to my family group chat. It wasn't anything crazy. I just talked about dirty talk and small penises and eating ass. The story I just told. I may have said that I was a dirty little girl at some point, but it's fine because, we're all fucking adults, right? They're all my siblings and parents, and I was told that my brother was warned multiple times by multiple family members not to open the link, though. But, could you imagine if he did? Like, oh, my 30-year-old sister's fucking having sex. Like, fuck her. Not fuck me, but, he'd be pissed. My mom told me she watched it, but she had to take a couple breaks, step outside, get some fresh air, and then got back to it. And then my dad didn't actually really hug me, so nothing new. So that didn't seem like, anything off. Okay, so there's a couple guys here. Yeah, I can't stop talking about sex, I'm sorry, or anything like that, I'm sorry. There's a couple guys here, so, you tell me, do you guys talk about vagina lips?
I've never seen one, so no.
All the time, it's all I ever talk
about. Mixed reviews. Okay. I was just curious if they talked about, guys talked about vagina lips like girls talked about dick sizes, when you're kikiing with your girls. If the pros v cons of skinny versus fat lips and everything like that. I don't know if I really got any sort of answer from that, but just, I mean, okay, well, look.
We can't reveal our secrets.
To let you know where I stand, my little sister told me one day that as I was leaving the house, she said, okay, see you later, Kamala Harris. Like, excuse me, what? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not actually that big of a deal. The toe was towing. So, and it was towing a fine line, like, is it a vagina or is it a really bad tuck? And actually, like, should you tuck at the point of, like, when your lips are so fat or wide or loose or... Sorry, I went spiraled for a little bit. But I think that's why Spanx were made. You know, you think that Spanx were made for the fupa, but it was actually made for the vagina. You know, just like a soup it up a little bit. But bodywear, speaking of Spanx, and shapewear has gotten a lot crazier these days. You know, everyone's doing them. Kim Kardashian, Lizzo, I think, maybe. She may have been canceled now, but I don't know. I have some bodywear. And the thing that I don't like about it is that there's this like vagina hole at the bottom of some of them. And it's fine and everything, and it's not because my vagina's fat and I need the coverage or anything. By the way, my vagina's not fat, it's big boned, and that's what my husband says when he's inside of me. So he also thinks it's there for easy access, which I mean, like, fine. But the hole in the vagina bodysuit area is actually there so that you can pee when you go to the bathroom and not have to fully strip down. I will strip down though. I'm not gonna do it because if you don't strip down, I'm gonna do a little, sorry. I'll drink some and then sometimes I have to use the fucking vagina hole. And you're straddling the toilet and you're parting the pink sea, right? And you're just really trying your best not to piss on yourself. And this is really the only position that you can really be in. This one. Sorry, the mic's not high enough. But I've tried all the other positions, it doesn't really work. So, glad you like that one. But if you had to, thank you. So glad I acted that one out. If you have to poop though, you really do have to take off your fucking bodysuit because the hole isn't that long. But hold on, if you could imagine. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna do it. You didn't like the first one, so I'm not gonna do it the second time. I do have this other set of bodywear that has a zipper at the vagina. So it's like a peekaboo moment, like, whoop. I will never use that because I've watched plenty of Final Destinations and I know that's how Dad's gonna get me. And hard pass on that bitch. Anyway, guys, I'm so sorry. I really kind of got on the whole vagina thing and I didn't mean to. It's just, you know, comics really like to fucking talk about your dicks all the time. And like the perception of it.
No, never.
And the perception is really just yours because like you'll talk like you've had threesomes all the time, but you haven't had twosomes. You've had no sums, and you're so lonesomes. But yeah. If there was someone else here that I could say to fuck you, I would, you know, I would try to help you out, but that doesn't seem like the case. I have plenty of material. I'm just trying to figure out how to be funny at this point. But I think that's where I'm going to end it. So, thank you.